Hello and welcome to week 15 of NFL Game Picks. 1-5. There we go, DJ. You know what the drill is. You know what the drill is. Week 14 was fun. I know me, Chris, and Joey had a good weekend doing some game stuff. But what about you, DJ? How was your weekend?
I had an eventful weekend, guys. Went back home. We put my uncle to rest Saturday, Raymond Howard. It was a great man. You know, he gave me some wise words. He always told me to go 110% at anything you do and chase your dream and don't try to look for anything else. And, you know, the Cowboys, you know, we got to rep the Cowboys for my guy. He's a really cool dude, man. And, you know, shout out to my auntie, Tracy. We love you. So went back home, saw some family.
How was that? Just reconnecting with the family? I know it's been a minute.
Yeah. You know, they understand the grind and everything, but they definitely fed me good while I was there. I can tell you that. I ate really good while I was there. Well,
you
good time.
D. Ritter? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, D. Ritter.
Yeah.
Nice. I told my boy that was at the house that we were chilling with from Louisiana, he's like, oh, DJ's in D. Ritter. He's like, damn, bro.
Nowhere. Middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's home. Love it, though.
He's like, crazy, man. So crazy. I met him.
Oh, yeah, dude with the truck. Yeah.
Well, aside from that, and rest in peace to your uncle.
Rest in peace, Unc.
Aside from that, last week's games, pretty much everyone had double-digit wins. Everyone had 10 wins. That was the minimum. I think me, Matt, and Eddie each had 10 wins. Chris, DJ, and Steve, yeah, they went 11-3, and then Steve surprisingly had the best record out of all of us, 12-2.
You need to slow down.
It was interesting, man. I mean, I was really pulling for the Cardinals on that last game on Monday night, and then Steelers just came up short. Baltimore came up short. All the games that I got wrong were literally one possession games. So like I'm not mad about it. It's just like it would have been nice. It would have been nice.
You pick them, you know they go either way.
You're not mad at all.
Nah.
Okay.
Still on top of you on the leaderboard. So
I took Washington last second.
Bad choice.
Joey freaking told me to do. Because he told me, and I was like, oh, man, Washington at home. They've been playing pretty good. They're on a win streak. I took them last second, even though I had taken Dallas on the podcast last week. Probably should have gone with Dallas. I'm pretty surprised Baltimore did not beat Cleveland, honestly.
Lamar Jackson got hurt.
Yeah, I saw that, but I wasn't really.
Even then, the backup still balled out enough to get them close because literally before that, it was like a no-show by.
What is it, Hundley or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah. And then the only other game that I lost was the Cincinnati 49ers game, which honestly I almost wanted to take San Fran last week, but I took Cincy. Think they're the better team, and I don't know. All these games were really, really close, but
yeah, I mean it doesn't hurt when all the games that I picked wrong were literally one possession games. You can't really get mad about that. It could have been anybody.
Mine were all 7 or less points.
Yeah,
like I could have easily.
I mean the Pittsburgh game we were watching on the way to Tampa. I mean that was just like.
I thought
Chase Claypool messed up by freaking celebrating. What the hell are you doing, bro?
And then
I was so mad because I was like, you know, how it started out. Minnesota was whooping their ass. Yeah. So I was like, all right.
It was a good comeback. It was pretty interesting, honestly.
And then we watched the Bears and Packers. What did we watch? Fourth quarter, basically.
Dude, that onside kicks, like they should change that rule, dude. How can you not advance the ball? Dude returned it to the crib and then they're like, dead ball.
I knew it exactly what the call was because I know you can't advance it. Like when I didn't think it was a touchdown at all, and I knew the call. But like also, why is that a rule?
That's kind of stupid.
Know. Like why is it a rule?
Yeah,
but
it is what it is. What do you think about working the Tampa Bay Buffalo Bills game?
I've worked 2 Tampa games, and the last 2 Tampa games that I've worked. Tom Brady and somebody else had broken records in all the Tampa games.
Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm just saying that. I'm glad you brought that up. Just saying that.
Tom Brady record. So what do you think of it? You know, what is the quick general census around the table?
He has like the most completions, and then he also got 700 touchdowns on the overtime touchdown. That's pretty insane.
The game-winning touchdowns is cool. But you can't be the
Honestly.
GOAT when you done it. Like, his career awards are longevity awards.
Of
Like,
course.
think about it, bro.
How
'cause
many more years has he played than Drew Brees?
how many more attempts did it take him to get the completion thing? You want to know?
Bro,
I know.
doesn't
It's
matter.
600.
Bro,
Okay.
It's
hold on.
600. If we
DJ.
want to go there, he threw 600
bet.
more
Hold
times.
I
on.
like it. I like
DJ,
it. Go
that's
ahead.
one stat, though. Are you saying
What?
Drew Brees is better than Tom
He's a
Brady?
more accurate
He's-
passer.
Drew
That's
Brees
literally a
is
fact.
Drew
Drew
Brees
Brees-
has historically had better wide receivers
What?
for the most part.
What? His best wide receiver was a 5th-round pick, Marcus Colston. Are you crazy? The only decent wide receiver we've had was Michael Thomas, which was drafted in the 2nd round. So no.
Yeah, you can't come with him. to
Great
that.
running backs,
Defense, we've
historically
had-
good defenses.
What? Dude, are you trying to like fight right now?
All right, I will.
Hey,
I will
man, I
move
don't
us
want to go out
on.
like that, bro.
I will move us on to the actual games. This is the first week since week 5. Surprisingly, it's been 10 weeks since we've had all 32 NFL teams playing, which that's awesome. So let's get into the Thursday night game.
Let's get into it, Austin.
Should we? I think we should, right?
We shall.
We shall. It is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Chargers, fighting for the division. This is a big game for whoever wins the division. Whoever wins this pretty much needs to just continue their stronghold on that division because it's
Well-
tight. A 9-4 Chiefs versus the 8-5 Los Angeles Chargers. This is a really tough one for me to pick. Like I still
For
am
real?
undecided. Yes, because
Not
have-
for me, man.
who are you going? Kansas City?
Heck yes,
All right.
100% Kansas
You can
City,
lock
bro.
Chris in for
100%.
KC.
Oh,
Yes,
I like
It's
that.
lock-
tough.
Lock old Chrissy boy. No, other way. Yes. Lock old Chrissy in on Kansas City. I've been telling you, they're going to beat that funk. They beat in the funk. Chargers kind of been up and down, I would say, lately, and have struggled to get some wins that I think. I mean, they've won the last 2 weeks, but, I don't know. I feel like they're not matching up well with Kansas City. Convince me.
I'd beg to differ.
otherwise.
That's why it's making it so hard for me to do
Yeah.
it. Like obviously you're gonna how we like to do it. Like we compare who their positional players, all that stuff. Quarterback, you're gonna take Patrick Mahomes, but Justin Herbert is not far off, right?
Definitely.
And
You
then
don't think
running
so?
back,
Then Patrick Mahomes,
I'm saying Patrick Mahomes is the better
Patrick
quarterback.
Mahomes
I
is
know, but
good,
you said he's
yeah.
not far off. I don't know.
He's-
I don't
he's
know
doing
about
really
far.
good.
Ceiling wise, he has a.
I
he-
like Herbert. Don't get me
for
wrong.
him to be a
but-
second-year quarterback, he's
Yeah, he's
definitely.
showing way better stuff than half of the people.
uh,
He's looking
Yeah,
way
don't-
better than Joe
don't get me
Burrow
wrong,
and
but,
considerably looking better than
But
Tua.
there's a difference between being all right, maybe he'll be a top 10 quarterback.
I'm not
I
saying
can
any
see
of
him
that
being
stuff,
a-
but
But
honestly,
like
he's
Patrick
gonna be-
Mahomes and putting him out there with Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, that's a different category.
yeah.
he's not far
Herbert
off.
is good, but I don't know.
Ability-wise, he's
He's shown very good.
But
He
I
has
get
very
what you-
good outings.
I don't know. Chargers don't have a great home record either. They're 4-3. So
They don't, but one of their
and the spread is KC's favored by 3 points. They're saying.
Last time these two teams played, it was very early in the season, and it was a nail biter. It was very close. So,
the Chargers won too.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it could literally go either way.
But
Now that the fact that you said that Chargers
by
won in
6,
KC,
by 6.
that definitely makes it okay, now KC's got to get them back.
Yeah,
they have way more incentive to win, and especially they've been on a tear. Their defense has been looking really good. That is something that
What's the
has been
defense?
plaguing them.
Which
Huh?
one? Which
The
defense?
the Chiefs. Because remember,
They got a lot
the
better.
first
They
3
got a
weeks,
lot-
all I
yeah,
did was
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Literally, the first 3
They-
weeks, all I did is Daniel Sorensen doing all that
fun
stuff, right?
fact, the last 6 weeks they're the number 1 ranked defense
Exactly.
in the NFL.
Yeah, so it
That
makes
is
it
a
tough.
fun fact, Demetrius.
But you made a really good point about how the revenge factor, and that's why I'm picking the Chiefs to
Yeah.
win this game because
My man. My man.
the Chiefs are
You gotta go
balling
against us, bro.
defense
You gotta
right
take,
now.
Yeah.
You gotta advocate, bro. Come on.
I might switch
know,
your game
I
time,
know,
but,
no, you gotta take the Chargers, bro. I
No,
know, I
because-
know you want them, bro.
All right, bro.
I know you do. Bro.
Nah, I'm gonna go Chiefs. It's definitely like you guys said, we said the revenge factor. They've been on a good run. It could come to an end, at least a run that they're on, because I want to see this division get interesting. Because if these two teams are fighting for the division crown at the end of the season, that's good because one of them is gonna be one of the AFC West champion, and then the other's gonna be the top seed.
wild card, yeah.
Yeah, because there's other teams that are not too far off from them. The AFC playoff race is probably one of the more interesting things in all of the NFL right now. But yeah, I'm going Kansas City, but it could change game time. It's definitely like one of those type of field things. Like right before kickoff, if I haven't changed it yet, then I'm sticking with KC.
I mean, they're only a game back, so if the Chargers win, it's tied.
Well, if the Chargers win, they're tied, but they have the
And then they
tiebreaker.
have both. They beat
both
them
wins.
twice.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to beat a team twice, bro. And
that's what I'm saying.
And then if they end up playing in the playoffs 3 times, like it's hard. It's hard. So I don't know.
Ask the Saints last year.
Yeah, literally. That's literally what happened to you guys. But let's move on to actually Saturday. The NFL is starting to do that this year pretty early, I think.
Yep.
I think next week is the last week with Thursday night games, and then it'll just be Saturday and Sunday.
Not a lot of college football too, like the bowl games. Basically.
That's definitely something it's definitely something that holds back from it. But we have the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Cleveland Browns.
What do you think about this, bro?
This game?
Yeah.
This game, it's interesting. I was surprised by the Browns winning last week. They were able to hold off the Ravens with their backup quarterback and no Lamar Jackson. Hopefully he gets to play this week because that will be interesting for the Green Bay game. But we'll get back to that later. Las Vegas hasn't been the same team, man, and it shows. So they got dusted by the Chiefs last week, and then you have the Cleveland Browns who barely held off the Ravens without Lamar Jackson in there. So it's kind of like. It's nothing that makes you confident about picking either one of these teams. But if I had to pick one, if someone told me like, "Yo, pick a team," or something's gonna happen,
well,
I gotta go with the Browns.
Browns 5-2 at home.
Yeah,
as well.
They're a solid team at home.
What'd you say?
Yeah, the Browns.
Are gonna Browns.
Yeah, for real, literally.
They're not favored in this one, but Browns are 5-2 at home. So
it's a logical pick to go with the Browns, but.
Why else
it's
are you
anyone's
gonna
game.
Take him?
The Browns are -3. They're favored.
Yeah. Either way, I'm going Browns. It's
Browns are favored.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
You said the Browns aren't favored. -3 on a team means that
they're
in favor.
They're in the matchup predictor on ESPN. There.
Right now, that means it's technically even because the home team always gets -3.
Well, that gives me more reason to pick the Raiders, or it makes me confident in my Raiders pick. Like you said, they both had disappointing weeks last week in the totality and grand scheme of things.
Imagine having a disappointing week when you win again against a divisional opponent. It's just
crazy.
like, what the hell, man?
That's crazy. So the Raiders, their offense has been balling. They just need the defense to click.
I think that defense is holding them back.
Though, is the defense, because if the Browns run all over the Raiders, they'll probably get the win at home. Honestly, man, they'll have the advantage.
Derek Carr will be limited with his.
He will, especially if they can't get their own run game going, and then they have a pretty good D line, pretty good rush attack.
That D line needs to start stepping up again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Myles Garrett.
Trying to sway me right here, my boy.
Well.
No,
I don't know.
I'm talking about for the Raiders.
I'm going Raiders as well.
So
mark me down for the Raiders.
You both are going Raiders?
Yeah, they're just a better team in my opinion. And it's going to come down to passing. I think Derek Carr's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. And I think everyone can agree with that. I mean, Raiders have just gone through a lot of ups and downs, but I think they're gonna pull off this win and try to continue to be in the race for the playoffs.
I wouldn't be surprised by either team winning. It's just like me and Chris, DJ were talking about. It's just like pick your poison. It's literally anyone's game. This one, both teams are basically 6-7, 7-6, so they're right there, wins and loss wise. The fact that they're 5-2 at home is probably one of the more
the Browns.
That's the more overwhelming stat out of all of this.
It's a good stat, honestly.
Yeah.
Who they play at home though? Like just out of curiosity.
I'll tell you.
I mean,
let's go, Chris.
Okay.
Come on, Chris.
The Texans, Bears, Cardinals.
Bears, Cardinals, Broncos, Pittsburgh.
But these are the teams
Detroit.
they beat at home.
No, the teams they beat. They beat the Lions. They beat up on the Lions, Bears, and the Texans.
Texans.
And they just skated with the Ravens, and they beat the Broncos 17-14.
Okay, that's
So it's not
two of those 5 games are at least decently credible. Like the other 3 are like,
They lost to Arizona, which is one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
But, like,
except for last Monday night.
I feel a little more at ease with it. You know, you guys are scaring me with this big 5-2 dog.
Yeah,
this big,
for real.
This big dog.
I appreciate you mentioning that because then it makes everything a little bit more different. Another possible game time decision because, a lot of these games are just like field situations. But let's move on to the next game. We have the New England Patriots at the Indianapolis Colts.
New England Patriots, #1 seed in the AFC right now.
What, this is the 8:20 game on Saturday. That's quite surprising, but that comes off of their big win on
no Tom Brady, Mac Jones throwing the ball like maybe 3 or 4 times a game, winning games. What the heck is going on in Foxborough?
Well, it was actually happening in Buffalo.
Everywhere, dude. It's happening.
The Patriots escaped Buffalo with underwhelming win. I mean, Mac Jones only threw the ball 3 times, 2 completions. They ran the ball just down the Bills' throat. It was not a pretty game to watch on Monday night for them. And the Colts have been looking good. They've been on a decent run. Obviously, highs, lows. Like they're gonna have some bumps into the road, but this Colts team is no joke. Even though they're 7-6, I think they're finally hitting their groove in the right time, and they're running into a tough opponent in this New England Patriots team. The offense is clicking. Yeah. I mean, if you can win a game solely by running the ball, that's ideal, and especially in those conditions that they had to play in. But then you factor in that their defense is pretty legit. I mean, Matthew Judon, Dante Hightower, J.C. Jackson's coming into it. Adrian Phillips is playing pretty good. So I mean, all those pieces coming in together pretty well. And 9-4 Patriots, 7-6 Colts. I'm surprisingly going with the Colts, and this is more so a bias thing, but like at the same time, I believe in the Colts actually winning this game just because they have one of the biggest. They have one of the best running backs in the NFL. And
they have the best running back stat-wise in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean that's why I said one of the best because the clear-cut best running back is Derrick Henry, but. Jonathan Taylor is definitely picking up that slack since Henry's injury. But, yeah, and their defense as well. Carson Wentz can be a good enough game manager to help him get these wins. So, yeah, I believe in the Colts.
I'm going with the Colts as well. For kind of the same reasons. Carson Wentz, bit more experience than Mac Jones. Overall, better talent. You could persuade me either way probably, but Jonathan Taylor is the best running back stat-wise in the NFL right now. As you mentioned, Derrick Henry still out, but still in the mix.
He's still within the top 5, which is literally insane.
I think he's 3 or something like right now. And then the Colts they have the most turnovers in the league right now. So
forced turnovers, like their defense has produced the most turnovers. Yeah.
So rookie quarterback. Okay run game. Colts at home. I'm gonna roll with the Colts here, and New England better record than I think they actually are, honestly. So, but I'm going Colts at home here.
That's Bill Belichick.
DJ,
man. He's gonna lead you into a lot of wins.
DJ, what you got to say about this game?
You had me fixated on that Mac Jones the completion thing. So he's completed the 15th most passes in the NFL
this season.
And he's #1 in completion percent.
Yeah.
So he's doing something like Bill Belichick's doing something right in New England.
So it's a lot of he's making it easy on him. Like he knows like Bill Belichick is probably the GOAT. As far as coach, bro, like he's not making it hard on him, bro. That's
all,
for
with
sure.
a fire ass defense. That's really all you need. So that's all the more reason I'm picking the Patriots to win this game.
To win 8 in a row. This will be 8 games in a row, bro.
I like the Colts. I really do like the Colts. I was one of the first people here. Like
we should watch this game, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like this is gonna be a good game. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a good game.
I definitely like this game. But
tell me why Patriots.
Aside from their defense balling and the fact that Mac Jones he's second in the NFL. Your boy Tua is like 1/10 of a percentage better than him.
sucks.
in
Yeah,
completion
I was just
percentage.
looking at it right now. It's
But,
.709 for Tua, .703 for Mac Jones.
yeah.
Yeah, but Tua sucks. We all know that.
Okay.
But,
Tell me when your quarterback does decent. Mute your fucking computer, bro.
But yeah,
Whoa,
man.
dude, dropping an F-bomb on the podcast,
Yeah,
bro. Jeez.
Enough's enough, Chris. You keep
This
on making
guy,
the same
eh?
mistake.
Who invited? Yo, honestly, Brett, you're
I
in.
wonder. I
Austin,
wonder.
You're out.
I wonder what where you're at right now. But yeah, what else do you have to say about this? I mean, it's gonna be interesting nonetheless. But let's move on to Sunday's games. The first one to lead it all off. Papa Wright loves this game, huh? Arizona Cardinals versus
I don't
Detroit
know. I feel like
Lions.
this is pretty much a gimme.
Yeah.
Don't do the 1, 2, 3.
No,
We're all going.
well-
We're all going Arizona.
We're all going Arizona, plain and simple. But they did have a rough loss on Monday Night Football.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
thought-
I mean,
But
the fact that they recovered that onside kick was absurd. But like, it was quite the shocker seeing them lose to the
Rams.
Los Angeles Rams. But that just like makes
That
the
was a
division a lot
shocker.
more open.
that was a shocker
You
to
think
you.
about the
Yeah.
what do you think
No,
about
I
the
don't
play
think
call?
Arizona before
Honestly,
that, Arizona was the
hold
best team in
on.
the NFL.
I don't think it was a shocker, number one. But number two, let me ask you this: how good did Odell Beckham Jr. look last night?
Pretty good.
Really good, man.
I was off. I was off by one game. I literally
Really?
said
Am
on
I
the
am
third
I
game he's
wrong?
gonna start popping off. It took the fourth.
watched
so
it?
I mean,
Did
whatever.
you watch it?
That's
Am
why
I
I
wrong?
was
He
leading
looked
with
really good, man.
And the 2-yard touchdowns are freaking crazy, right?
Huh?
2-yard touchdowns are wild.
Whatever, bro.
But
I'm just messing around,
bro,
man.
the
You looked good.
The Cliff Kingsbury, the field goal situation, where they went for it on 4th and 1
Mhm.
or 4th and 2 or whatever it would have. Could have been a completely different outcome.
Was that the one
in
that got
game.
batted at the line of scrimmage? The one that was intended for
No,
DeAndre
that was the
Hopkins?
one that they ran with. I want to say James Conner. It was either James Conner or a
Okay.
quick It was at like the 5-minute mark.
Yeah,
or so.
because
But-
one of the plays of the game was like that really stuck in my head was the one that they Kyler Murray literally like just gets the ball like immediately tries throwing it to D Hop, and then one of the linemen from LA just literally bats it right at the line of scrimmage. It was, and he would have been wide open. But that's enough for this game. It was pretty clear that the 10-3 Arizona Cardinals will defeat the 1-11-1 Detroit Lions. Yeah, pretty much straight ones across the board. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But let's move on to the next game. That we have
Jeez,
the Carolina
man.
Panthers versus the Buffalo Bills. I'm still undecided on this game just for the mere fact that I would love for the Bills to lose, but are they gonna lose to this Carolina Panthers team? I doubt it.
Is that more of your hatred for Buffalo?
I just-
tweaking in?
I mean, preferably I would have liked the Patriots to lose on Monday night and just keep losing, but now Buffalo's on a slide. It was tough.
Lost last 2 games.
Yeah, it was tough that they lost to the Buccaneers because
They came back though.
they did. They were
battled
down
back.
3-27, and they had a unanswered run. It was just crazy, and the game ended up going into overtime. They get
We were
it. They stall out, and then Brady just
You
throws
can't
one
leave.
pass and
Honestly,
immediate touchdown.
Did you see I saw this TikTok? It was like Perriman caught the same exact touchdown pass from I think it was Peyton Manning back when he was on Denver. Same kind of situation, overtime, cross the middle 45, 55 yards or whatever.
No,
I was like
I think what you're talking about. I don't know if he
No,
had
I
the
know
same
exactly what I'm talking about, bro. It's the same exact play. Basically. And I was like, dang, that's not even a great play, but he was wide open both times.
thing. Just blown coverage, he just ran past everyone. But that's regardless.
Good game.
The Panthers and the Bills. What do you guys think of this game?
Well, did you? Well, I'm still trying to figure out how you're, undecided because the way the Panthers.
What you talking about, Willis?
No, well, he said he
The
was.
Bills are
undecided.
sliding right now. And
Yeah, the
preferably, I
Bill-
would like them to lose as much as
On
possible.
offense.
But
on offense, they're sliding. Their defense is still pretty good, bro.
they can't stop a nosebleed in the running game though. That's definitely for sure. They
Leonard Fournette, freaking.
everybody
bossed up
can.
on them.
You get 100. You get
Who?
100.
The
Everybody
Bills?
gets 100
Yeah.
on the running game. Yeah.
Leonard Fournette ran all over
Bro,
them.
come
The last
on,
2
bro.
games they've allowed 100-yard rushers.
They're
Okay,
still
so-
one of the
so
best
the one
defenses
against the
in
Patriots-
league,
Yeah, they're still
bro.
cool.
I'm
But
just saying.
The one against the Patriots, I would have to excuse because the
Panthers-
Patriots never ran the ball. They were
They
literally
did.
running every play, and I can understand what you're saying though, because it's like, how can you not stop someone when you literally know they're running the ball every single freaking play?
The Panthers.
You saw what
defense-
happened with
yeah.
Micah
The
Hyde
Panthers
and Jordan
defense is
Poyer.
pretty
Like they were
good.
pissed after the game.
About the interview thing.
Mhm.
Don't ask a question like that.
Yeah.
That was disrespectful. That was out of bounds
Yeah.
for me. But
bro, Panthers defense pretty good too, man.
That's what I'm saying.
did you
They
not
have
see
two of
when,
the best, two of the best, arguably best pass rushers in the NFL,
Name
in Hassan Reddick and Brian Burns.
did you
Oh,
guys?
you
You're
weren't
right.
expecting that, dude.
You're right. Eh?
Oh wow,
I
Austin
like
knows
it.
football.
But how do you guys
Wanna
not
say
know that the
fourth
Falcons
place.
smacked the shit out, or smacked the
Whoa,
smacked the
hey,
hell out of them?
hey,
They smacked them.
hey.
The Falcons, you know, it was a point where they scored 18 or 21 unanswered,
Mhm.
and the Panthers got like a scrub gimme touchdown.
No
to
CMC. I
make it
think
closer.
this is an easy pick.
Yeah,
Bills.
I'm picking the
at
Bills.
home.
Yeah, I'm trying to help
Bills.
my boy here.
I
pick the
know,
Bills,
I know.
get a game.
I-
Bills
Well,
for me.
The only reason I was undecided is just because like I know like more than likely the Bills are gonna win this game. Do I want them to? I don't know.
Yeah. You know, we
No.
gotta separate.
So
the
yeah,
feelings from the skull.
pretty much lock us all in for the Bills
for
here.
Chris, eh?
Chris, Austin, and DJ will be going for the Buffalo Bills, unfortunately.
What do you mean, unfortunately, bro?
Because I want the Dolphins to secure this playoff spot, dude. The Dolphins are creeping up on it. I saw a funny ass meme about it. But we have the next game. It's a NFC East divisional game. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. 9-4 Dallas Cowboys at the 4-9 New York Giants. Much to say about it.
Nah. pretty
Daniel
much.
Jones likely out for the season. He got hurt pretty bad in the Philadelphia Eagles game. He's been sidelined for the past 2 weeks with Mike Lennon
Possibly
being
out of,
starting.
the NFL. We'll see.
Yeah, just log us all in for
DJ,
Dallas
what
on
you
this
got to
one.
say?
Not too much to say.
DJ,
Dallas.
just show the Cowboy shirt. You know, show him some love. Show him some love.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. Dallas.
Lock us all in for Cowboys.
Come on, that's for you on. Come on, let's go.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Next game, more interesting than it's kind of interesting. No,
Yeah, you say it. You brought it up. You intro the game.
I like it. I like
Who's
it.
playing?
Man. Battle of like two of the worst teams in the entire league,
Battle for the
basically.
number one pick.
Pretty much.
No, I mean Lions
they're-
are still in the mix, but
Do the Lions have one more game against Chicago?
yeah, I think so.
Oh, they
But,
might not. They might be able to secure that number one pick, dude.
Texans,
I think that's a win.
Texans coming down to Jacksonville Jaguars, 2-11 teams. Man, it's hard. I'm gonna roll with Jacksonville at home. You know, I feel like you kind of have to, bro. Gotta take the home team in this one. Trevor Lawrence is arguably probably the better quarterback. Davis Mills is.
Have you not seen Trevor Lawrence this year? I know you
I don't
worked
know.
like a couple Jacksonville Jaguar
I'm
games,
just
so you
saying,
must have seen him.
He's not. I
He's
think-
not
I think
looking great.
He's still gonna be better, bro. 100%. Plus,
Who's even starting for the Texans?
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills, the dude.
Did you
from-
see the other guy who was
I'm going
who was,
Jacksonville.
like
Mark
suited
me
up or
in.
whatever? He looked like Bill Burr.
No, I ain't see.
The punter or something like that.
I don't know. It was
Yeah.
number 11. That's all I remember. I don't know. I want to go with Houston. I think they have the better team.
Nice. All right. Well,
But they've been dealing with too much stuff. But last game, another revenge factor type of thing. Jacksonville beat Houston in Houston, so Houston's gonna return the favor type of thing.
I don't know, man. This is I wanna pick Houston, but like you said,
Show H down some love,
the
man.
revenge factor. I don't know, man. Your boy Steve-O is catching up on my heels. He 2 games behind.
Yeah.
2 games behind me, so every game counts.
He's looking at the advice we were giving him and just shaking his head. He's like, "Nah, you guys are wrong. I'm gonna have one of the best
DG,
weeks
you know
this
who to
season."
take, bro. You
Man.
know.
No.
you know
Well, no,
who
I
to
did pick
take.
the Jags, but this is I don't know. This is a tough one. Not a tough one because they're both suck, but I'm picking the Jags.
It's hard
They
to
don't
pick
have
because
David
they're just so bad.
Johnson. James Robinson's gonna be healthy. I'm pretty sure for the game. So there you go.
Nice. All right. Well, we have one of my favorite games of the week, and you already know what it is. It's an AFC East battle
Lame.
between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Plain and simple, lock me in for Miami. I mean, the Jets are the Jets. Dolphins should steamroll them. Not steamroll them. It's going to be a close game. Every divisional game's close, but hopefully it's an easy one for the Dolphins, to say the least.
I'm picking the Dolphins as well. The Jets are just terrible. It's not really much more to say other than Zach Wilson is pretty horrible.
Yeah, he's not looking good.
Well, to be honest,
It's gonna be a tough defense for him to play against. Don't even.
Here's the
Don't
thing.
even.
Here's the thing.
Do not even,
the
bro.
Jets average more yards per game than the Miami Dolphins.
And yet they have 3 wins. Yards per game does not result into wins.
I'm just saying, like. I'm just saying.
Get better.
But how much is it like
I'm
passing?
I'm
late
gonna.
game, you gotta get some. You feel me? Of course, like a bend don't break.
They've also
That's-
had
But-
5 different quarterbacks. starting.
But in flip side, they also allow like 40 more yards than the Dolphins do a game on average.
and
So
two
I'm gonna
defense.
go with the Dolphins at home. I'm not confident in it though.
That
I
was
feel
like
like
a-
I feel like this might come down to like
Jesus.
maybe a
We'll
couple.
throw a stab in there, whatever.
Yeah, he just put out like the most useless information just to throw a jab at the Dolphins. You think it's gonna be a field goal difference game? Is that what you're alluding to?
I think it might be closer than you think, man. But who knows?
I
We'll
don't think
see.
so. I think Zach Wilson is gonna be so scared of that defense.
I wouldn't. But anyways,
Okay.
Tennessee
I wouldn't be
Titans.
scared of those Bears
Tennessee
defense either.
Titans going down to the Steel City, Pittsburgh. What you think about this game, DJ?
Well, I hate tennis. I mean, I hate Pittsburgh, but
Jeez.
yeah.
Tell me how you really feel, bro.
I do, but
Say more
coincidentally,
than
I'm
that.
picking Pittsburgh because they've.
For
I won't
real.
say I won't say they're better football team because Tennessee's pretty depleted to say the least.
Julio Jones coming back.
But I mean, he's
Said
like
that
a
last week, too.
non-factor though.
That's
Like
his first week back. bro.
this is
Yeah.
coming from a fantasy owner of Julio Jones. He's very disappointing this season.
He
So
got hurt.
yeah, that's the thing. But even when they started the season, he was getting like 2 catches, 23 yards. Like he's not involved in the offense.
What do you
as
think
much
about
as I'd like
Najee
to.
Harris?
I mean, shit, he carried the ball like 200 times a game.
Basically, dude.
You get 200 touches.
Damn near.
But yeah,
So you're going Pittsburgh at home?
yeah, I'm going Pitts at home. Heinz
I'm gonna
Field.
still rock with the Titans. I feel like they've done me well this season. I don't know, like they have had a lot of injuries, and
They still managed to stay afloat.
yeah, they're still alive, and they're still one of the better teams in their conference too. Honestly, like
Yeah.
they're still in the race.
But
Yeah,
mind
they're-
you, if TJ Watt doesn't play, that'll definitely.
Yeah,
have me
especially. I mean, I'm
'cause I
still
know he's
going.
banged up. but-
Still going with the Titans. I think they're still staying alive. Tannehill, when he has a good wide receiver in the game, maybe
Mm.
Julio Jones takes a week or two. Hopefully just a week.
And it's-
In my case here,
yeah.
he comes back and has like a huge game because he's due for it. And like when he's healthy, you know he's gonna get big numbers.
Yeah,
So.
no, for sure. He's definitely a freak of nature. But,
Plus, Pittsburgh's gonna
need him.
bench Claypool. I'm pretty sure. No,
I think he benched him in the middle of last week.
but I
so-
think
something
he's
like
gonna
that.
do it again. You
Yeah,
saw what
I-
he did at the end of that game. He wasted basically a whole play just celebrating. The dude,
Well, not only that, at the beginning of the game, like his effort in run block plays, like
He started getting scrappy and stuff. But what? How did the ball manage to go to okay? So he was kind of close to the hashes in the center field. Somehow it ended close to the outer hashes, which I don't understand. The old lineman went to go grab it, and then they cut away, and next thing I know, the ball's on the other side of the field. I'm just how did it get there that fast? That was so weird. Either way, I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I think they are the better team, and obviously, another thing is more AFC losses is always good for the Dolphins. So, I just believe in this. This could be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a close game, but I do believe Tennessee comes out on top, just because they've shown this entire season that they are a better team. I think the defense really helps out a lot, and then just Tannehill needs to just manage the game, and I think they'll be fun.
bless you, Joey. You're welcome.
All right, well, we'll move on to another
This is a tough one, I think.
this NFC East battle between the
they
Hey,
both,
pal.
they both
between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams are 6-7, still fighting for a playoff spot. I think logically, I'd say Washington wins this and proceeds to be a wild card team in the playoffs. What do you guys
But
think?
why? Tell me more.
Because I think they've shown to be the better team than the Eagles, even though they have the same record. The Eagles have been way too inconsistent. I'd believe way more in Washington just because they've shown we can win these big games. We need to get once we get to the playoffs, everything will kind of write itself out. It's not that they're going to be dominant in the playoffs. They're not going to like surprise a lot of people because I think they've been doing that all season long.
Washington has won 4 of the last 5. Just lost to Dallas last week by a touchdown. I think they're a hotter team, perhaps. The Eagles are favored.
Even with Taylor Heineke going out, they'd still put up a close game against Dallas last week.
But they're 1-4 at home, which is why I'm going with the Washington football team. Plus, Jalen Hurts, as I've said the whole year, not really huge on him. So, Heineke's looked better than Hurts, in my opinion. But, like, Jalen Hurts has the run factor. You definitely have to, like, have a QB spy on him for a majority of the game, which kind of sucks. But you can shut him down pretty easily. I think Washington knows what to do. They've already played them this year, I'm pretty sure. So.
Well, you're also forgetting that Taylor Heineke is still not certain for playing on Sunday because he got hurt last week. And on top of that,
he's gonna play. Actually, they haven't played them. They play him again after.
I would not say that. I wouldn't blame anything. Yeah, he already put it. I wouldn't put anything on Jalen Hurts because literally Jalen Reagor cannot catch a ball for his life. It's kind of like who's this guy? Nelson Aguilar.
He's balling out this year.
He's doing decent. But he's been coming up short for the Eagles. So that's why I'm going to go with Washington. But if Taylor Heineke is not playing, I might switch over to Eagles. That's a big factor in this pick for me.
Well, I'm picking the Eagles, man. They're 1-4 at home due to the fact that they play the AFC West and the NFC South, which is pretty loaded.
You're taking the Eagles?
Yeah, man. I'm taking the Eagles. They put together a nice little win streak until they lost to the Giants. But divisional games. Yeah, well, like we all said, divisional games are always tougher. Yeah. So I don't know. I like the Eagles in this game. I feel like you'll always split a divisional game, and why not? They take this one.
I do believe in that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I could easily flip to Philadelphia game time. This is one of those tough games that I didn't have it picked on here until we sat down because I wasn't sure. But this next game I'm pretty certain on, and this game is between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And they're close in record. Atlanta's 6-7, San Francisco 7-6, but San Francisco's been looking a lot nicer since they came out of their bye. They came out of their bye with a brand new attitude, and I'm not saying they've been a dominant team, but they've looked a lot more different than how they started off their team season. So, yeah, lock me in for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. You can put 2 of us.
3 of us.
Oh, reservations for 3 then.
Yeah,
there we go.
1 for the last 5 at home. Go ahead. Kevin Shanahan.
Yeah.
All right.
Heck, Kyle Shanahan is facing his old team in the Atlanta Falcons. He's going to meet up with his boy Matty Ice, so I'm pretty sure he's helping scheme a defensive game plan to slow him down because he knows what works and what doesn't work for him.
Yeah, he brought him the only MVP about any success to the Atlanta Falcons.
And then Matty Ice can be like, yo, I got you a head coaching gig, dude. Don't worry.
Could you imagine if, the 49ers had, a consistently healthy, running back, consistently healthy defense? They'd be really good. They're already really, honestly decent. They're still in the mix for the playoffs. So, but yeah, San Fran at home, I think, is the move here. DJ, what do you?
No doubt. Yeah,
since you're going to Denver, bro, what do you what you think about this next game, my man?
Not Denver, but Cincinnati.
Within the same state.
4 hours to the west, but it's whatever.
I don't know. You're pinpointing his location, dude. What the hell? You're exposing him.
Honestly, dude, I'm trying to move with him, bro.
You should.
No brother left behind, man.
Well, Chris is alluding to the next game on the schedule. That last game was the first 405 game, but this is the second 405 game. And, he's talking about the Cincinnati Bengals at the Denver Broncos. Ain't that right, DJ?
Yeah, man. I'm picking the Bengals, though. Joey Badass, Joey Burrow. That's my guy. So I gotta rock with the Burrow or with the Bengals.
What about you, Chris?
Going straight to Chris. All right. Well, I'm actually gonna take Denver at home.
Why? Why, Chris? Tell us why you're picking.
Tell us more.
Man, it's interesting. It is interesting. Bengals have been kind of decent on the road, actually, but they've dropped, I think, 2 of the last 3 games, I'm pretty sure. Or at least the last 2 in a row. Denver won last week. They're at home. I don't know. I feel like Cincinnati has a lot of, like, growing pains to go through, and I think this is just one of those years for them. And
This is the season to do it, though. But they're still in playoff
I mean,
contention,
they
so
are. They're still a good team. Like, they're still decent, but, like, I just feel like
not their time yet.
it's
They
just
gotta-
not.
yeah.
No, there's not. It's not Joe Burrow's time. Although I've been on record saying I think Joe Burrow is a good quarterback, will be a good quarterback, and is a winner. But I'm taking Denver at home. Plus, like, I gotta make up some games on you guys. So like, I feel like this is a good.
I feel like every time you say that, you should do the opposite.
Yeah,
I
for
know.
real, man. Every time he says that, he's like, yeah. Washington would be a good pick against the Dallas Cowboys.
Broncos are favored. I'm just saying. Broncos are favored. They're 4-3 at home though. Not that
Home team.
convincing, but good, Austin. Who you picking?
Well, first I want to mention, did you guys see the
Nope.
tribute that they did for Demaryius
Yeah,
Thomas
yeah,
about having
DT.
10 players on the field and
that was
stuff?
fire.
DT.
And then
was
Justin
sad.
Simmons, after he got the pretty much a game-ending INT, he went to where they have the little tribute thing on the field. I thought that was cool. Final drive was 88 yards. So that's all just like, little tidbits. Yeah, it's a
I
sad.
didn't know the last. That's dope.
Yeah, it's sad when someone randomly just
Young.
passes away, as in the way
Young, too.
Demaryius Thomas did, 33 years old. But then you also got to factor in actual
Super young.
football. I think this Bengals team is way better than the Broncos team. I think the Broncos team just got off to a really hot start early on in the season, and that's really helped them keep them alive in any type of playoff picture. I think haven't really been very impressive as late. I mean, last game they played against the Detroit Lions. I mean, there's not much to say there, you know.
I mean, they got off to like a 3-0 start, but then they lost like 4 in a row.
Exactly.
They
That's what I'm
played
saying.
Good people.
But that's like that's not keeping them afloat. Like they've still won a
Dude,
few decent
if you
games.
start off 3-0, you
They
lose
beat-
4 straight. That 3-0.
they've
If
been-
not, they would be like 4 and
But like
9.
they've been rotating quarterbacks the entire time, running backs in
Not
and
rotating
out,
quarterbacks
wide
the entire
receivers
time. It's
in
literally
and
been
out.
Teddy
Yeah.
Bridgewater and
No, it
then
hasn't.
Drew
only
Lock had
time
to
Drew
play
Lock
one
came
game
in is when he's
One
been
game.
hurt, and that was
Alright,
like
well, I'm
against
saying.
against
I
the
don't know.
Ravens, if I'm
I
not
don't know.
mistaken.
I think this might be an upset right here then. I
No
don't
shot.
think
I
it- I
think
don't think
Cincinnati
it
you
is.
just
takes.
said Denver was favorite. So how's it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it is an upset, but according to you guys, it is.
Well,
This next game,
this next game is the
This next game,
425 game.
I'm undecided on this one, so you guys are gonna
Yeah.
have to sway
Okay.
me one way.
That'll make things a little interesting. Let's load up the graphic for the next game, guys.
I think Joe's gonna hop on.
Yeah, I think he might hop on for a quick second. Give him a second.
Come on, Joe. Bro.
But yeah, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, it's not that hard to decide, and we'll let Joey give us some more information at first. But
Well, give your thoughts first, Paul.
yeah, I got you. Either way, I think this Ravens team, especially without Lamar Jackson playing against the Green Bay Packers, is going to be tough.
Has
Uh,
he been ruled out? Or
I'm
is
not
it
saying that he is,
uncertain?
but I'm
Okay.
saying if they do not have him, that's going to be a tough day playing against Aaron Rodgers. Even though it is in Baltimore, this is a big time matchup for both teams. Both teams are playoff caliber teams. Both teams are leading their divisions, so it's just all the more merrier for each side to say we need this win.
Yeah, we
You know,
gotta
so this is
win.
a big game for both teams. But let's welcome in our boy Joey. Let's get the ISO cam on Chris's cam to Joey. He fits in. Just switch it.
You just added that. Now
Yeah, bro, come on,
reintroduce
guys.
him.
We're running a high quality show over here.
Oh, Brett's fine. Put the headphones on.
Joey, switch it.
What? What's up?
No, you don't zoom it in on them. Have both of them in there,
Yeah.
like how it normally was. Yeah, that's fine.
Bet.
Thank you, Hanky. All right, let's welcome in Joey. He was behind the scenes, but he wanted to hop in and talk about his Green Bay Packers. How you feeling, Joey?
I'm feeling good, man. So, knocked off Chicago Bears in a close one. It was,
Wasn't even close. Let's be
the
honest.
second highest scoring matchup in the Packers-Bears history. First highest scoring game was back in 1955. And on Sunday, we combined for 75 points each.
Pretty decent.
I will say, as an a little unbiased here. Justin Fields looks pretty damn good, man. So you got yourself a good one. But for now, the Packers are the #1 seed in the NFC, and we are gonna go for that Super Bowl.
Sorry for you headphone users.
It's coming. I'm telling you. The Ravens don't stand a chance either. Even if they had Lamar Jackson, it doesn't matter.
Why do you think that they don't stand a chance?
Just because, bro, we're steamrolling. We're hitting our stride right now.
We're going Packers.
We got one of the best. Okay, so we got one of the best teams in the league right now. Our defense is playing shutout. Passing defense and run defense is playing. You know,
Douglas is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, Rasul Douglas is probably Defensive Player of the Year for us.
Okay, I was about to say, don't go too far.
No, for us, like they give out those little team awards and stuff. At the end.
Yeah.
He'll probably get it.
He's probably Defensive Player of the Year.
Either him
for
or
a fact.
Devondre Campbell.
Yeah.
But all I gotta say is, the Packers are probably gonna win
Campbell's
this game. I think it's gonna be close if Lamar plays. I think it's gonna be probably one of the best games of the year. It's that. What the hell is it? The game of the week with it's got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Yeah. Fox game of the week.
Yeah,
America's game of the week.
I don't know if it's the game of the week.
It is the game of the week. I got the tweet today.
If Lamar doesn't play,
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying in general, in my opinion, yeah. Especially if Lamar doesn't play. But we are going Packers here. DJ, what you got to say about it, bro?
I'm picking the Packers too, unfortunately.
You're going against the flock, Mike.
Yeah, man, unfortunately, I gotta keep the consistent ground. But Joey mentioned a good point though, that it's a must-win game because Bucks are 10-3.
It's
the
a tight
Cowboys
race for that #1
9-4.
seed.
What's the name? The Cardinals are 10-3. Rams are right behind them. So.
Right now, you guys are the considerable #1 seed because you guys have the head-to-head win against the Cardinals. Did you guys play the Bucks this year?
No, we won't play them until the NFC Championship game.
Pretty much. We were talking about
going on in Lambeau Field when we get the #1 seed.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Green Bay too. I mean, everything is pointing towards Green Bay in this game, right? Like, it's so hard to go against the Ravens. I mean, to go against Green Bay in this situation. They're just riding hot, and defense is looking good. Aaron Rodgers is looking as better as ever. I mean, when you mock Aaron Rodgers, discount double check
the belt. Don't mock the belt.
Literally after that, he freaking popped off. So hopefully one of the Ravens defenders does that, so he can just add more fuel to the fire.
I hope everybody mocks the belt from here on out. I did see a tweet. I was like, because Devontae Adams said, when has mocking the belt ever worked out for anybody? And somebody brought it up. They were like, 2010 Robert Quinn or something, some bullshit.
Well, he was the one who did it.
Name, but,
but Robert Quinn was the one who did it for the Bears.
I don't even know if it was him. I know, but they brought it up. It was some dude that played for the Falcons in 2010.
Okay, interesting.
But he had mocked the belt, and they actually blew us out. So. Shout out to that guy because he's the guy that actually did it. But anybody mocking the belt, you're done with.
All right, next game we have is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. And the Rams had a surprising win on Monday night. What did you think of it, Joey?
The Rams, they hooked us up, so we kind of needed that.
They helped you guys out
against the Cards. I didn't really want to cheer for the Rams because I think the Rams suck. Personally, I know that they're one of the better teams in the NFC, but I think they're a bunch of frauds and that they might get beat out in the first round by Dallas. If I look at it right now, Dallas plays the Rams, and but
it's a tough matchup.
But whatever, that's neither here or there. I'd have to go with the Rams because Seattle just, I don't know, they've just been trash all year, and they've been turning it on the past 2 weeks, but I still think that the Rams are if they want to be a playoff team, you got to beat these kind of teams, especially if it's a divisional matchup. So, going with the Rams.
Yeah, I'd say lock us in for the Rams. Thanks, Hanky.
Shout out, Hanky.
I mean, the Seahawks have just been hurt. It just kind of sucks to see because that division it still probably is one of the better divisions in football. But man, it would have been great to see the Seahawks healthy and see how that would have played out.
I mean, the Packers did. Complete a major entire sweep 4-0 against the NFC West, but it's either neither here or there. But, we'll see what happens, bro. All I'm saying is.
What do you think, Austin?
Seattle. I mean, they've been very underwhelming this season. A team that I think had high hopes, and now they're not looking as good as a lot of people thought they could have been. This could have been one of the best divisions in the NFL, but now it's looking more like the AFC West instead. But either way, I'm going to go with the Rams. I think they're just flat out the better team.
Yeah. For sure. Me
Their
too.
performance this season has proved otherwise. Like proved every reason why to say the Rams are the better team.
Yeah, not really too much more to elaborate on other than the Rams are a better football team from top to bottom right now.
It's gonna be a close, tightly contested game, but
Who
besides the point, he's going.
I'm picking the Rams. The Rams.
Divisional games are always tight.
Who
Yeah,
you taking
they are.
Russell Wilson or Matt Stafford?
Matt Stafford, the way Russell Wilson this season.
Historically, who you taking?
Well, that's a different argument than this season and historically are two different things.
But like, would
Russell,
you even put them in the same category historically? Because everybody coming into the season tried to hype up Matthew Stafford like he was some sort of Russell Wilson or something. I'm not saying that he doesn't have potential to be that, but my personal opinion, I don't think that he's that great.
Matt Stafford's always been a great quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. I'm not gonna. He's not a
really
great he's not like.
Brady Quinn
Oh
was
my
good in
God!
college,
But
too.
he's
That's
played from
college.
behind. He's played
said
from
Jordan.
behind in a lot of his games. So that I'm not saying it's inflation, but he is one of 4 quarterbacks to throw for 5,000 yards.
Yeah.
So
he's always been good. He's literally just been on the
But
Detroit
It
Lions.
goes back to the same thing.
I'm
with
still picking Russell Wilson though in the career season. That's
He's been to 2 Super Bowls now, right? Yeah.
well defensive led too, but
All right. Well,
It goes back to the
DJ?
same thing with Kyler Murray though. Like, can they win a game that matters though? You know what I'm
speaking
saying?
of speaking
I'm
of
wondering, I'm
games
waiting.
that matters, DJ, this game really matters personally to you because your team could potentially get back in the mix of things.
yeah. As much as it pains me, the New Orleans Saints are going to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers. Shout out to the Big Easy squad. Who that, baby?
Who that?
But unfortunately, I'm
Who that
picking
say they're gonna beat them Saints?
Who that? Said?
the
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers, unfortunately,
Yeah.
are going to beat the New Orleans Saints
Hey,
on
now,
Sunday night.
Have faith, DJ.
Yeah, but it's just realistic, bro. I mean, we did it last year. We're the first team ever to, beat Tom Brady twice in the same season.
Yeah,
but
no, Winston.
Not the third time
yeah,
though,
exactly.
baby.
But
No,
Like I was
I'm-
alluding to earlier.
yeah, so I'm trying to, reverse psychology it. Like, hey, you can win the small battle right now, but we want to win the war in the playoffs.
Okay.
So we'll give you. I'm willing to sacrifice.
But you
this
don't think
one
you guys
game.
you don't think you guys need this win to
Don't get
help
me wrong, we
playoff
definitely
chances?
need this. Okay, so
Because there's
standing-
4 weeks left in
yeah.
the season, man. I
Yeah.
mean, this is down the line, bro.
Yeah.
Like this matters.
Yeah.
standing
for sure.
wise for game pickers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are my pick because I need to, make sure I'm
You
ahead of
keep
you
a
guys.
stronghold on the
Yeah,
top.
but the
Oh,
fan in me,
man.
of course, will never. I can give you 1,000 different reasons why we could win this game.
Yeah.
But I'm just being realistic for
I
the
feel you.
game pickers' purposes.
Yeah, we're all gonna go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They seem like the more logical choice, and it's no shade
Yeah.
towards your Saints. It's literally we've talked about this in past ones. Literally just tons of injuries. It's just it hasn't been the best season
This
for
would
them.
have been a lot more interesting if Winston and Thomas were there. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, for sure,
For sure.
100%. And then Alvin Kamara was constantly healthy.
Thomas hasn't played in like 2 years.
Bro,
Basically.
like,
It's kind of annoying.
that's
like,
a whole other
I mean,
story, bro.
you're a
Please don't.
Saints fan.
Yeah.
I know it must be super annoying for you, but I mean, just for even NFL fans in general, Michael Thomas was really fun to watch, man. Like I remember him for
On
just
slants, yeah.
I mean, come on now, let's give him credit, man.
43
He's
Slant
receptions.
King? You talking about the Slant King?
Slant King.
But what
but
does
yeah.
what does it produce?
Make it
143
win. Yeah.
receptions.
Thank you, right?
So
Make
in
it
the
win.
single
I
season,
mean, yeah,
But
go
So-
ahead.
Hey, ever
You-
since
you
he's got
can't-
his contract,
every
though, he
single
has not
wide,
played.
yeah,
But you
exactly.
literally
That's one
can't
thing
deny that
that
he's
bothers
had
me.
some incredible snags and made
Yeah,
it
for
made
sure.
just watching the NFL really interesting and watching the Saints
Yeah,
in general very
for
For sure,
entertaining.
he's had
so
definitely big
But he
plays.
also
just for like an
played
NFL
this-
fan base, like
He
it just
also-
sucks not seeing him out there on the field for 2
Uh.
years too. Like what the
Because he
hell?
played the Saints.
Man,
it's
it
a-
is. It's
That
not
makes no
like
sense.
Just saying.
Like if he played
It's
for the
not
Bears,
like-
would it be any difference?
yeah.
I mean, Allen
Yeah, it
Robinson's still
would.
out there, so
Mhm.
it might have been a difference. I mean, I don't know, man. It's his body, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
his body really can't hold up. So
Yeah.
when is he gonna come back? Maybe next season, and then what?
Are you saying-
He tweaks something, and
Well,
then he's
I'm
done
saying-
for, man.
are you
And he was
So-
slated to come back
Are
until
you a-
he
He'll be
tweaked
a Des
something.
Bryant
What
in
you're
a few
saying?
years. He'll be like unsigned, bring back on. They'll have
Yeah.
a few games. He'll injure something and be done for the year.
We
I don't
need
know.
we
It
need
sucks.
guys like this UFC lover over here. Traquan Smith. We need that guy to step up and produce. 'Cause I don't know what the hell he's.
Not UFC, UCF.
Yeah,
UCF.
UCF.
Who's UCF again?
Yeah, but
Anyways, moving on to
National champions won?
to
Since never?
Monday Night Football.
Who's playing on Monday night, Chris?
Bum, 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 bum. Minnesota Vikings are coming to Soldier Field in Chicago to take on the Bears.
Not Bears.
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 Bears have been sliding, but I gotta rock with my Bears on Monday night against Kirk Cousins.
Yikes.
Kirk Cousins
Why?
sucks
Kirk
on Monday night
Cousins.
historically, by the way. So
I'm taking the Bears. I gotta win some games. I know you guys probably going Vikings. I'm taking the Bears. Bear down, baby. That's all I gotta say.
you know, this is a rare thing for me to say, but bear down,
Bear
bro.
down,
Fuck the Vikings, man. Bear down.
You know it's
Let's
crazy?
go.
I got ripped literally last week from both of you motherfuckers about the Kirk Cousins thing. And that's the first fact that you got. Get the hell out of here.
Well, no, the Monday night one, I don't think he's ever won a Monday night.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, but like,
still a day.
I mean, if
But-
you played on a certain, like, if you played on primetime football, Monday Night Football, 8 times and never won, I mean, like, come on.
It's the same as the same analogy as the Thursday thing. I just think it's funny how that was the first thing. But anyway, I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings in this game. I like what I'm seeing out of the offense, and hopefully the defense. I mean, it's not like the defense needs to muster up a plethora of stops type of thing. You know, no offense to your offense, but yeah, the Vikings.
Hey,
I like
we
them
scored a
in
lot
this game.
against the Packers last week. Just saying, we didn't win, but we scored a lot of points.
It's literally just like what you said
Yeah,
about the
this is the
Jets.
first
The
half,
Jets
I'm
have a
not
lot of
gonna lie.
yards, but they allow way more yards than the Dolphins and score less points. You know, like it doesn't matter. The Vikings are gonna win this game, plain and
When did
simple.
the Dolphins and the Bears play each other? Because I really think that the Bears would probably win that game.
They've lost the
Heyo.
past like 4 times, if I'm not
Preseason?
mistaken.
I don't know
We
though.
played
Like,
in preseason.
Preseason, whoa, huh? Yeah, I'm going Vikings.
well, like,
uh,
actually, the Dolphins are pretty good. I just
Yeah,
wanna say that.
every time we've played the Bears, we
playoff team,
spank
bro.
them, and Chris is just sad about that. But yeah, the Bears have not looked good this year, and
sad
no
about
shade
it.
towards the Bears
No,
fans because I know a lot of you guys are Bear fans.
I'm not
Um,
sad all the time.
This Vikings
That's
team
awesome.
really inconsistent. They finally won a close game once again, you know, like, but barely because like Pittsburgh
Well,
was
they had
just
a big
battling
enough
back.
cushion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because like if it was like a field goal difference when they had like instead of having like what was it 29-3 lead, like you would have not been happy as a Minnesota fan, you know. Aside from that, this Bears team, they did compete really well with the Packers last game, but I don't think it'll be enough to beat this Vikings team. You know, just got lucky breaks. I feel like in that Packers game that really helped them out.
The only thing that I would say that actually like holds water to this thing that the Bears are going to win is Kirk Cousins' record on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Was he won once in his whole entire career? It's something ridiculous.
Prime time, I think
No,
he's
it's
won
something
once
actually
or twice.
ridiculous.
You
So.
guys,
I think
oh
prime time
my
he's won
gosh.
once or twice.
But the Vikings are hot right now, and they know that they need to win to like actually remain in the
Yeah.
shit. So like,
It is the Bears too.
yeah, and it's divisional though. So like, I mean, but Nagy's just having so much fun right now. So like,
He's
We'll
like,
just
fuck
see-
it.
we'll
What's
see
the
what
worst I can? Matt Nagy's like, fuck it. They already
He's
said
still
them.
there.
he's having so much fun, bro. They
wow.
said that they interviewed him at halftime after in the Packers game. And how do you feel? He's like, I'm having so much fun. yeah,
Wait, who said that?
Matt Nagy, bro. I want to know how
He
he
knows.
said it.
He knows he's on his way out. That's why.
Hopefully.
It would have been funny if you said it like that too, like literally.
So
Like-
much fun. I mean, it's kind of pathetic, but whatever, man. You guys aren't gonna be good until y'all actually, get him into the freaking out of there.
We'll see.
But yeah, we'll
Next
see.
year maybe.
Hey, there's always
Yeah,
next year.
Kirk Cousins is.
Booty.
I'm not sure if this is updated, but as of Halloween, he was 8-17 in primetime games. I think
Yeah.
he's only played once since, so now he's 9-17, possibly gonna be 10-17.
What was the primetime game? The Steelers game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aside from that, not much.
I thought it was like the Monday Night Football, but maybe primetime game.
Yeah,
sounds so
I
much
didn't look
better.
into the Monday Night Football one because I was looking for
Makes more
articles and
sense,
stuff.
honestly.
Yeah. But yep, that pretty much wraps up week 15. Anything else you guys want to add on? Something we maybe passed up on?
Who that? Who that?
Go Pack, go.
Bear down, baby.
Coming for it.
Let's go.
Jets are the best.
No, they're not, Brett. Let's not be delusional here. Yeah, let's go Fins. Hopefully they have a pretty good game against the Dolphins. And see you guys next week. Hopefully we'll be all in person. We'll see about that. But peace.